Hi everybody, my name is Erin and this is Waiting Moose, where I talk about books. I hope that this one is going to be a very short video tonight because that's it. I'm done! I'm done with recording and I'm done with this week. It's only Thursday and I'm so done with this week. But I can't record on Friday because I've got company this weekend. So yeah, I'm recording this a day early. This week, I read, sorry, my phone is like on the wrong thing. I want red. My week. What has happened this week? Work has been a disaster. I feel like I've got nothing done at work. Nothing. And so I get home from work and I'm exhausted and I've been sick. I don't know why I was sick. I don't know if it was something I ate or what, but I was going to record videos last night and it just didn't happen. In fact, this is the first night it's happened, so it's been pretty bad. Yeah, that's my week. So it's been a pretty crappy start to the year for me, which is fine. That's life. It's going to get better. Always does. So I'm happy about that. This week, though, I have read... Ooh. When did I read that? Okay, the things you need to know about what I've read this week. I have read The Graveyard Book Volume 1. I don't remember if I talked about that last week, so I'm going to talk about it this week. It is a graphic novel by Neil Gaiman, and it's just fantastic. I've read the paper book before, apparently, or an audiobook before, and I just think the graphic novel is like 10 times, not 10 times better, but it is better, and I loved it. I finished, these are a lot of books that I started in December, so don't think that, oh my god, you read all these books in the first week of the month, of the year. Well, yeah, I did, but most of them I started in December, so it's not that big of an accomplishment. I finished In the Cube, which is a science fiction novel from the 90s. I will say that that one, I think I gave it 2 stars. I wasn't a huge fan. I feel like I talked about that one already. Anyway. I gave it 2 stars, and I just thought that it was not that great. I thought that some of the world building wasn't done well enough, and it left me wondering what the heck. You know, why did you guys change these words for things? Why don't you use park? Why do you use Disney? Park is shorter. Why do you Disney is not a park. I mean, Disney is a park, but it's not. Anyway. It's just, there was a lot of development that I thought was skipped over, and I thought that the main character was a placeholder for a female lead character. You just didn't get enough information about her, and she was this annoying little black hole, I guess, where you're supposed to insert yourself. But that didn't work for me because it just didn't. I finished The Adventure of the Christmas Pudding. I feel like I told you guys about these. Anyway, that was great. It was Hercule Poirot. Christmas-themed mystery with some other mysteries in there, and one Miss Marple. And it's interesting because Miss Marple is not my favorite Agatha Christie character. Hercule Poirot is. So I also read A Pocket Full of Rye, which is Miss Marple. And what I found with Miss Marple books is you don't see all that much of her. So you spend most of the book with all these unfamiliar characters, and there's nothing to anchor you to that series until close to the end. And she comes in and solves the mystery, and it's like, oh. I like Hercule Poirot, who's like there, and he's working on it all along, and he solves the mystery. So I think that's what bothered me about Miss Marple. I've only got one left in the series, according to Goodreads. So I think I'm going to finish it and then just be happy that it's finished. The other book that I finished was, I have to read this off my phone because it's a long title, How to Read Literature Like a Professor, a lively and entertaining guide to reading between the lines. And I picked this up because watching Goodreads, I feel like there's a lot I'm missing when I read books. And I'd also like to be able to explain some of my thoughts about books in a more coherent, useful way to you guys. And I feel like sometimes there are books I don't like, but the reasons I don't like them are actually what makes them good, if that makes any sense. I learned a little bit from reading this book, and it was funny because reading in the cube, I actually put some of it in effect. I went, oh, it's a quest. This is a quest novel. And then I found some other interesting things. Like there's a scene where he's actually referencing Charles Dickens. And I picked it out. I'm like, oh my God, he's referencing Charles Dickens. So it was kind of cool because I was able to use the book in that way. And I started to, look for things and see things in the books that I'm reading. But at the same time, the examples he uses in his books of things to compare the books you're reading to, I've never read the Bible. I haven't. I've never read, the Iliad or the Odyssey. I've never read like a lot of Greek fiction and Greek myths, Norse mythology. So there's a lot of stuff that I'm probably missing when I'm reading these books. I don't know where my mic is. I'm probably missing. And that made me think that now I have to go back and read a lot of classic, real classic literature because I don't know. I've never read the Scarlet Letter. I've never read Jane Austen. Jane Eyre. Never read Jane Eyre either. So I just feel like there's maybe something I'm missing there. But at the same time, because I have been able to use it, and he even says, like, there are no new stories. All of our stories are based on other stories. And all of our themes and all of our symbols are based on other symbols. So it's, maybe I'm thinking too deeply about it and I'm too worried about having the right answers for everything. And I don't need to have the right answers. I just need to have answers that make me happy. Anyway, that's kind of what I got out of that. Currently, I am continuing to read Kushiel's Dart. I'm on page 356 or something like that out of 901. And I'm loving it. But I will say, last night I got George R.R. Martin. And then I was thinking about the book and I'm like, oh my God, Jacqueline Carey has been George R.R. Martining the heck out of me. Everybody's dying. Like this, I looked at it and went, oh my God, but oh, that guy died, and oh, remember when that guy died, right? And so I'm like 350 pages into this book, and I'm like, oh, crap. It's one of those. But I'm loving it. I really am, and I'm so glad I'm reading it. And I started reading it on my vacation in December, and then I came back, and I had some library books that I had to finish, and then I'm looking at this little brick of a 900-page book thinking, do I want to get back into that big chunk of a book? And then I said, yes, I'm going to finish this book, or decide to DNF it before I start reading any other paper books. And I'm glad I did, because I'm loving it. I'm loving it so much. It is naughty. Oh my God, it's dirty. And it is. It's, we're talking Claiming of Sleeping Beauty by A.N. Roquelaire kind of levels of dirty, and I really hesitate to tell you people that I read this because some of you might be looking at me going, oh my God, what's wrong with you? Nothing is wrong with me. It's just a really well-written book with a side of naughty. Yep, really big heaping side of naughty. When I finished listening to the How to Read Literature Like a Professor book, I started a book that is definitely not literature. I started a cozy mystery on my audiobook, as audiobook, and that is Slay It with Flowers by Kate Collins. So that's what I'm currently reading. It's Kushiel's Dart, which is what I was talking about before with all the naughty bits, and that's by Jacqueline Carey. And then Slay It with Flowers. Slay It with Flowers by Kate Collins, which is a floral mystery. I don't know, flower shop mystery, something like that. It's really kind of weird, but I like my cozy mysteries. I got my book outlet order tonight, and I didn't film an unboxing because my husband beat me to it. He brought the box home. He stopped at the mailbox and picked it up and brought it home and cut the box open before. I'm like, what? What are you doing? That's my job. I was going to do that on camera. And he's like, too late. It's already done. So I've already gone through the books and touched them all and added them to my spreadsheet before I did this. And now I have to add them to my shelves behind me soon. Actually tonight, because my mom's going to be sleeping in here tomorrow because this is my spare bedroom. Yeah. What else is up in my bookish world? Might be joining a real world book club, potentially. But maybe not, because I don't want to drive to Calgary for a book club. Work has been insane. Insane. So I get home and I'm like, we're going to have soup for supper. And then I'm going to bed. I've been in bed by 8 every night this week. Except tonight, because it's already 8:30 and I haven't even started editing these videos. So, awesome. Yeah, this is my weekend wind-up, and I don't even have wine. And I promised myself today that I was going to have wine tonight because I deserve it. But then during the day at work I went, if I make it through this week without wine and without junk food, I'm like a hero. So I'm going for hero now. They're going to write graphic novels about me. No, they're not. Nobody writes graphic novels about a ServiceNow developer. Got a service desk problem? Call ServiceNow girl. Not likely. Okay. Wow. I promise I haven't been drinking. I haven't had a drink since Christmas. Oh no, New Year's. We had a bottle of champagne for New Year's. Anyway, that's not related. What else is going on? Oh, I've planned my year, actually. How about I just do my January TBR right now? Yes. Yes, Erin. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do your January TBR. Just give me un momento to find it. Wow, that was pretty good. I don't usually whistle that long. January reads. Okay, so in January, my carryovers, we already talked about Adventures of the Christmas Pudding by Agatha Christie, In the Cube by David Alexander Smith, Cushill's Dart by Jacqueline Carey, The Whole How to Read Literature Like a Professor, and A Pocket Full of Rye by Agatha Christie. Now, I joined this 2 year-long challenges on the Challenge Factory on Goodreads, and my challenges there are Mount TBR, and for that I had to pick 2 to 3 books from my Goodreads to read list that were not added in 2017 that are from this month. So I had to add 3 books that I added in January in the past. So between 2010 and 2015, I have 4 that I added for this, but one's kind of a second challenge. So I've got The Moonstone by Wilkie Collins. I have A Stitch in Time by Monica Ferris. I have Curiosity Thrilled the Cat by Sophie Kelly, which is a cozy mystery. I said I wasn't going to listen or do many of those, but it's one. I have Live and Let Die by Ian Fleming, which is totally James Bond. I'm so excited. It's my second James Bond book. And then I have The Graveyard Book, volumes 1. Oh, wait, nope, those are different. Okay, so those are my 4 books for Mount TBR. I think there's actually 3 books for Mount TBR. And then I have this other challenge I'm doing, which is the really, really, really hard challenge. And for it, I had to pick 5 books in January that have a man on the cover. So for that, I'm reading The Moonstone by Wilkie Collins. It's a double up on that one for the challenge. Live and Let Die has a man on the cover. Actually, this one has a woman holding her boobs on the cover. But anyway, whatever. Live and Let Die by Ian Fleming. I have The Graveyard Book Volume 1 and The Graveyard Book Volume 2 by Neil Gaiman. So that was my 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to need a 5th book with a man on the cover, and I haven't decided what that is yet, apparently. Oops. Maybe one of those has a man. Oh, no, I can't do that. And then beyond those, so the 5 books I carried over, and then the 6 books for those 2 challenges. I've got 3 more books that I'm hoping to get to, one of which is Slay It With Flowers, which I'm currently listening to. One is Dennis Lehane's Sacred, and one is Chevy Stevens' Those Girls. So I'm finally going to get to one of my Chevy Stevens. That is my to-read list for January. And, yeah, I'm doing okay on it so far. I have read 5 books in January. All my carryovers. 4 books in January, because anyway, whatever. I've read 4 books in January, I think. I've read a number of books in January, and they've all been carryovers from last year. Oh, speaking, so I kind of talked about the Agatha Christie thing, and I was kind of wondering, like, if I did a video about Agatha, so Agatha Christie is quite prolific as an author. I mean, she's got, I know there's over 30 books in the Hercule Poirot series, because the Adventure of the Christmas Pudding is 33 in that series. And she had like 10 books in Miss Marple, and then there's the Tommy and Tuppence, and there's like a whole bunch of books in those series. I was wondering, like, would you be interested in sort of like an author or a series review by some of the authors that I've read a lot of? Are you interested in more about cozy mysteries? Are you interested in finding out what I think about, I don't know, other series that I've read? Do you want to know what series I've read? I could do a thing about that. I actually have on the Challenge Factory all of my series that I'm working on and the ones I'm finished, and it's just a long list. And that was a bad idea to get into last year, especially since I'm adding more series this year with my to-read list. Yeah, that's it. That is my weekend wind-up. Oh, it's short this week. It's probably going to be really short once I edit this, because I don't know what's going to stick around. But again, please like and subscribe if you like what I'm doing. I really appreciate that anyone watches my videos, and I'm so glad when you guys comment, because it gives me someone to talk to about videos. Otherwise, I have to like search YouTube and try to find other people that I can talk to. I also wanted to know, do you like, I've been trying to find YouTubers that don't have thousands of subscribers, because I find the ones that have thousands of subscribers don't always answer when you talk to them, or you'll get like a thanks and that's it. So I was just wondering if you guys have any booktubers that you want to recommend. Please do. I want to find more people. And I guess what I'm looking for, because I found that I've definitely got some qualifications. I want booktubers that are active with their viewers, right? When they get comments, they have conversations. I want booktubers who are not solely reading YA. Sorry, I don't read, you'll notice, I don't read a lot of YA. I read some, but not a lot. And I'm not interested in yet another booktuber who is reading the same book as every other booktuber. So, not that that's a bad thing, and not that I'm not going to, like, I know a lot of people actually that I currently follow like YA books, and I'm okay with that. I just don't want everybody that I follow to be reading a lot of YA, because then I see all the same thing. And I'm looking for more people that read a bigger variety of genres, and I'm hoping you guys can give me some recommendations down below, because I really want to find some more small booktubers, some maybe new booktubers, some people you think have a lot of promise, and they just need more people to follow them and watch them, because we all have something to say. And I think that I want to find more people that read stuff like I read. So mysteries, thrillers, a little bit of literature, and whatever other crazy books they throw in. Also Canadian literature. I want to hear more about Canadian literature. So I know there's Canadians out there, because I follow a bunch of Canadians. So if there's more, say hi. Yeah, that's, oh my god, another 20-minute video, apparently. I can't shut up. So this is going to take forever to edit. Awesome. That's what I'd like to know from you guys this week, is who you like. What booktubers you like to follow. And please give me some recommendations, because I want more friends. Doesn't everyone? Have a great day, everybody. I will talk to you soon.